first. Peekabooing in a tank, okay? This isn't something you should do in a TD. TDs can do this. Only high armor TDs can do stuff like this. Like the Foch, I probably wouldn't peek. A 268, maybe, because it can back up. It can back up really fast. This stuff is regarded for like E3s, E4s, JPEs, stuff like that. That's what you want to do it with. But the thing is with the Peekaboo, when you do things like this, like obviously you're in like this, you're covering your lower hull, you angle your tank up just a little bit, and you back up and shoot, right? Shoot, back into cover again, right? That's a Peekaboo, right? You angle your armor enough so that if you get return fire, it should bounce, right? That's what you guys know as a Peekaboo. Okay. Tanks that have forward, the more forward your turret is, the worse they are at it. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to do, because it means the further you have to pull out to take a shot. You know what I mean? So tanks that are really good at this, E100, 215B, Offs-B, things that are have their turrets further back. That is why they move the turret forward, more forward on the E100 to make it worse. Hang on, I gotta turn this down a little bit because I can't really hear myself talk. There we go. So in those situations where you Peekaboo, you want a high armor, further. You want a non-forward turret, so you want to do this in a 215B or something like that. And basically, the best way you can do a tank like that is sit here like this and just traverse your hull. You know what I mean? Because you see what I mean here. Because the more you swing your turret out like this, the better shot you'll have. So, I mean, you swing it out like that, and you get a shot off real quick, and then you're back into cover again. Like, it's actually easier. Everybody quit the game? Let me buy a 215B, and I'll show you what I mean. For the people that do have a 215B, this will make sense to you. Conqueror. Yes. Go. Yes. Oh, crap. Stupid. This doesn't matter. Tanks. Oh, someone bring an IS-4. If you have an IS-4, bring an IS-4. Because the IS-4 is also king of side. It's the king of side scraping. Does it really, really well. Meet in that same position. I don't need ammo.
Let's go.
Machiavelli, you can do it, but keep in mind that you do it. The M103 is going to be better at it because of the because it doesn't have the that obnoxious cupola. But you wouldn't really want to do it, but you can. American tanks can get away with it because they have such huge tracks, you know? All right. Now, as you guys all know, the 215B is essentially a tier 10 off speed, right? So, situation like this, you're here, you've got the corner, and while the this tank's armor isn't that good, you can pull the tank out like that, push it back in. This is what I mean. See how the turret comes out like that a little bit? Gives you a better shot, drive back in. Push it out, drive back in. Push it out, drive back in. Things like this do this very, very well because your lower hull is always covered. It's always covered, and the side shot, it's gonna have to be like an overmatched shot. You know what I mean? No, the Moss is terrible and should feel bad. Because no one ever's gonna use that damn thing. But this is what you'd want to do in a situation like this, in a high armor, good turret situation like this. This works very, very well for a tank like this. And you can do this against anything. It can be a rock, it can be a fountain. Just cover your lower hull, push out, take a shot, and give it. Because if you're straight on like this, they might be able to just maybe go straight through you. You give them the side hull a little bit, just enough, so maybe they hit the tracks, and bam, there you go. There's a Peekaboo. It is because simply when you do this, they can be pre-aiming your lower hull, and they'll get it if you back up. So if you just do this, shoot, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Against the wall, turn it, shoot. Against the wall, turn it, shoot. Real quick. It works so much easier with a tank like this because all you have to do is make sure that your side armor is high enough, The Moss does this extremely well. And when you're not facing someone, look your turret off. You know what I mean? E100 does that very, very well. You mean like this? Like the reverse peak, you mean? This you use this in, the IS-4 can do it really well. The E100 probably not. I'm not really in the tank to show you, but the IS-4 does the forward-facing one very, very well because of these things right here. These facets of armor right here. Most shots will ricochet off of that if you do this correctly. What he's doing right there, always. The IS-3 doesn't work as well. That's really because its armor isn't high enough, Against tier 8 guns, it might work. Tier 9 guns, probably not. Because, everyone's shooting heat. Everyone's shooting high, stupid APCR or Apicacer, so you can't rely on your armor as much. Tanks like this, tanks like the E100, tanks like the IS-7, they need this stuff to survive in the metagame with these huge-ass TDs. These are the things you need. So being able to do stuff like that will help you win a game. Knowing when you can go, oh shit, let me try and stay alive, let me dive my nose into this, and take it easy. Just don't think that just because you drove you drove your nose into the wall that you're impenetrable. You always want to be able to, if in case something happens, you know to get the fuck out. So don't ever put yourself in a situation where you can't go straight cover mode again. That's what you need. That's one thing you need to remember. Luxpot, take this corner and nose in for me, so I actually can show them what it looks like. One second, awesome. I'll show you in just a second. All right, IS-4 is taking that corner, right? any shot you send at him, unless he does that, is probably going to bounce. His sight armor, it's not good enough for you to go through. I mean, it's good. It's too good for you to go through like this. It's not going to happen. You know, the lower hole's protected. You probably can try and go for a cupulent shot. I mean, but the more time, the more time you roll up and go herp to derp, I got to get through this guy. He's reloading right now, right? You go, oh, herp to derp, I'm gonna get a shot off. You miss. You've killed your DPM. You go, oh fuck, now I have to get out. You're stuck. You're out of cover. He can just back up, take a shot at you, pull back in again. You know. That's the kind of stuff that really sucks. But let me say this, though. Let me say this. Say, for example, you have an ally who's on that corner like that. Go back, Laxpro. Go back there again. I want to. Say, for example, you have an E100, an IS4, or something like that on that corner. You know what I mean? You have something like that on that corner. What you'd want to do, right? If you have a 44% IS4 on this fucking corner, and he's being a dumbass, right? It's amazing that he even knows what he's doing in the first place, but if he wants to do this shit, it's even better. Because, bam, there you go. Nothing's going through you. Nothing's going through you.
Target unlocked.
You use him as cover, and all he's there for is to catch someone something like this. As soon as he takes his shot and goes back into cover, you use his ass as cover. Exactly what you do. It's exactly what you do. And I mean, it sucks, but the whole point is you know what you're doing, he doesn't. You know what I mean? So every time he takes a shot, you use his ass as cover. You back out, you take your shot, and you take your hold down behind him. You know what I mean? Just like this, just like this. This works really well when you platoon with E100s because an E100 will hold a corner like nothing else. You know what I mean? He drops in that corner, you're good. Exactly. This is exactly what you do. He can't do shit about this. He can, if he's going to be an idiot and get shot the fuck up, and if he dies, even better, because now you have extended range out, so you can back up and you can get shots off regardless of where the fuck they're actually at. You know what I mean? It's much easier like this. And me and Armored will do stuff like this before. Like, for example, if I'm in an E100 and he's in his 215B or something like this, in that situation, all I have to do, because I know what he's doing behind me, you know what I mean, is I sit here in my E100 on the wall. I back up because in between my shots, he can get two shots out. So in between my shots, I turn my turret away, right? And I angle out just enough so that people want to shoot me. You know what I mean? They want to kill me. That's what they want to do, but they can't because they can't go through me. So what they'll do is they'll bloom their damn turret. Trying to take that shot at Armored, they'll most likely bounce because Armored will get his shot off, then pull back into me again. Now he's using me correctly as cover, and you're good. You know what I mean? That's what you do in those kind of situations.